In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways you can start being happier right now. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jacob Lethbridge, and on this channel we focus on mindset, confidence, and success so that you can live your life to the fullest and together we can change the world for the better. In today's video, I'm sharing with you my 3 top tips on how you can be happier today. So the first way that you can start being happier today is to let it go. What do I mean by that? I want to take you back to when I was in high school. Now, back in high school, I was picked on a lot. I remember the one time going into gym class and just people would throw basketballs at me. Like, it was insane. And, you know, it's kind of hard for me to still open up about this, but I remember in my first week of high school, I remember walking home because I lived close enough to school to walk home, and we got to the top of this hill and it was almost like a bottleneck kind of place where you have to go up through this chain link fence and go up this pathway. Well, some of the other students had blocked that area off that were in the older grades, like grades 11 and 12. And in order for us to get through this pathway, we had to actually get down on our knees and push a penny about a foot or two, or a skateboard's length. And, you know, that was a really degrading moment for me to have to do that. I mean, it only happened once because I learned from my mistakes, but, you know, it's things like that that can hold a person back later in life. You know, maybe you don't have enough confidence because you're still dwelling on something that happened years and years ago. Or maybe you're someone who, you know, is fearful of something because you had a traumatic experience like that happen in your life. Well, for me, when I started through my journey of personal development and self-improvement, I found that the key is really just, you know, taking that deep breath and just letting it go. So just going and letting go of the past and knowing that who you are today is the accumulation of who you were in the past. Who you are moving forward is completely and entirely up to you and how you plan on making your life. So are you going to live a life that's stuck in the past? Are you going to live a life that's fearful of something that happened long ago? Or are you going to make that path for yourself? Are you someone who's going to say, I will not be defined by what happened to me, I will be defined by what I make of myself? Damn, that's a good one. And you know, once you finally learn to just let go of everything that happened in the past, you're going to find that you naturally become happier because you don't dwell on things as much. It's not taking up as much mental space. And that actually reminds me of something else. When I was younger, I worked as an auto technician. So I did oil changes, battery replacements, windshield wipers, just basic car maintenance stuff. And I remember the way I started in that position was just cleaning the shop. So cleaning up after the oil spills from the mechanics, you know, hosing everything down, making sure the bays were tidy. And there was always one person who constantly said, "Boy, you'll make a perfect housewife." And he said it every single shift I had, and it drove me crazy, and it made me so mad. And, you know, looking back at some of even the most recent years, like just before I kind of started in personal development, I always resented cleaning up the house because it made me feel like I was a housewife. And it made me feel like this guy's words were impacting me so many years after it happened. And when I finally just let it go and realized that being a good husband, being a good father means cleaning up after, you know, my daughter and cleaning up the house in general just to live an organized, tidy life, that's okay. And I let it go, and it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. So I'm sure there's someone out there who's going through a similar situation where maybe you're dwelling on something that happened long ago. Maybe you're dwelling on, you know, that person who bullied you, that that boss who harassed you in some way, or that person who underpaid you for the work that you did, something like that, and it's affecting your self-worth, my biggest tip right now is to learn to let it go. And the best way to do that is to acknowledge it happened and even verbally just say, you no longer have power over me. I choose how I want to live my life. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that resonates with you, because now we're going to move into tip number 2, which is forget other people's opinions. So many people in life go through their life fearing what other people have to say, fearing other people's opinions of them. You know, I'm sure any content creator who's watching this video can understand that they've had that potential fear when they get in front of the camera. They think, what are people going to think of this video? What if I mess up a line? What if I look stupid on camera or say something stupid on camera? What will people think of me? Or maybe you're just someone who's in a position where you're afraid to take that initial first action step because you're afraid of what your spouse might think. You're afraid of what your family might think. You're afraid of what your boyfriend or girlfriend might think. And that's what's holding you back. If you want to achieve optimum levels of happiness, if you want to get yourself past that fear of other people's opinions, you have to let it go. And then you have to take massive action toward what you want. You have to ask yourself, is this thing that I'm going after what I truly want? Will it make me happy? And if someone else's opinion comes in, just let it go, because other people's opinions don't matter. Other people's opinions have an oddly debilitating effect on us, and for the longest time, I feared other people's opinions. I feared what people thought of me. Even when I said, I'm going to make a YouTube video every single day, a part of my brain said, well, what if you mess up? What if you don't have enough content? What if people look at your videos and they think they're stupid? What are you going to do then? And I just told that little voice inside me, I said, shut up, because what I'm doing is what I want to do. It's going to help advance my life and my purpose in life to make a difference in my life and the life of other people. So, how do you eliminate fear of other people's opinions? Take massive action toward what you're going for and ask yourself, is this something that will make you happy? Turn the focus back on yourself and ask yourself, will this make me happy? Will doing this action bring me more joy in my life, or will it debilitate me? Chances are, if it's something you want to do, it will bring you joy. So forget what other people say. Do what you want to do. Put yourself out there. And if you need to, find a mentor, because chances are, whatever you want to do, someone has already done it or is doing it currently and has broken past that fear of other people's opinions. Now, number 3 is you have the choice to be happy. You have the choice. So you have the opportunity to say, I'm going to choose in this moment to be happy. You don't have to choose to be sad. You don't have to choose to react to what someone says. You have the choice and the capability to say, okay, maybe my manager said something really hurtful to me. Maybe I didn't reach a deadline, or maybe they're just overly criticizing all the time of what I'm doing and the work I'm doing. You have a choice in that moment to say, okay, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to think about what they said, and I'm going to respond in a manner that's conducive to how I want to feel and behave. So for example, I remember just a little while ago, I was in a little bit of a feud with one of my previous coworkers, and I got this really anxious feeling every time she emailed me. And, you know, I had no issues with her. The problem was, the issue was with me. I had the issue of feeling anxious and worried and stressed every time I saw that name pop up in the email box. The way I combated that was making the choice and saying verbally. I'm a huge believer in saying things out loud and saying things to myself. I mean, I talk to myself all day long, like it's crazy. My wife sometimes might think that I'm insane, but she loves it anyway, so it's all good. But when you talk to yourself out loud and you say statements to yourself in an affirmative way, things like, I will not let this person have control over how I'm feeling. I am the one in control here, and I am the one that dictates my own happiness. Over time, you start to build that confidence within yourself and that happiness within yourself because you are taking control of your life. You have the capacity to be happy right now. You have the capacity to say, I'm not going to let what that person said to me 5 hours ago dictate the rest of my day. You are the person that's in control of your life. You are the person that can just lean back in your chair and smile. You know what? Try it right now. I want you to lean back in your chair if you're sitting in a chair, or I want you to stand up and I want you to put your arms behind your head and just give a big smile. Smile big, smile happy. Do something to get you in a state of positivity. Jump up and down a little bit. Maybe go for a run, go for a walk. Do something that makes you happy, but make the choice to do it. You have power within you, friend. You have unlimited potential. And I just want you to know that. Never give up on your goals. Never let other people bring you down. You are the only one that can let that happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. It really means a lot to me. And make sure you comment on the videos. I love to engage with you. It's one of my favorite things. When I see a comment come up, I get so excited to just even respond and read what you say. I read every single comment when they come in, and I do my best to respond to them as soon as possible. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, and leave a comment so I can connect better with you, my audience. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.